We forced a bunch of guys to watch The Bachelor, and actually me too, because I really didn't want to watch it, but let's hear what they had to say about it. Before last night when we asked you to, have you ever watched The Bachelor?
I have never in my life watched The Bachelor.
No.
Never.
No. I didn't understand the point of the show.
I have seen clips.
I did watch The Bachelor for the first time because you told me to.
I never thought I would like it, but I actually had a good time.
What generally is the show about?
There is a man, he's a bachelor.
This rich, handsome white man pretends like it's hard for him to find people to be attracted to him.
Bunch of women trying to get one guy to like them, which I feel like is the opposite of real life, which is a bunch of dudes trying to get one girl to like them.
But what's so great about this guy? Is he a billionaire? Why are they all so eager to just kill each other?
Question I ask myself every time I watch it.
A man who is rich but still single for some reason that we don't know. He's a shitty guy. And then he's presented with several females who should possibly, just by looks, you would think, could be a fit.
I imagine that they're all going to fall genuinely in love with each other.
They win the show. Do they get money or they just get the guy?
They get social media famous.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense than finding true love.
What happens on each episode?
From the 10 minutes I watched, nothing.
The producer or the showrunner, they have an idea of what they want to accomplish in each episode, and they let them know, hey, make sure you hit this point.
I don't watch a lot of reality TV. I do watch Survivor. Is it something similar? Are there like competitions? Play basketball with coconuts, whoever makes the most gets to advance to the next round, and then they all vote on the girl they like the least and she's out.
So I've only seen the first episode, but what it seems like happens is you kind of get like 3 or 4 girls that are like the ones that you know the name of you saw first, and you just kind of constantly get their opinion on the other ones as they get drunker, and then the other ones get drunker in order to give them more to talk about. But really, it's just a bunch of drunk girls all being like tricked to stay in a house for too long.
So are you hinting that it might not be real?
No, I would never. Oh my gosh, it's all true, it's all real.
I think some of the people are real because I don't believe anybody's like can act that stupid.
It's the producers manipulating everything, because at the end of the day, you want a good story.
It's absolutely fake. And that's what bothers me most about the show is that I think people watch it thinking it's real.
And at the end of the day, do you think it's possible to find love on TV?
You know what? I think anything's possible. Why not?
I think it's impossible to find love on TV, because if you are on TV looking for love, that's not possible. Your idea of love is wrong, and it will not find you in a production.
I think the people behind the scenes have a better chance than the people in front of the camera.
I'm gonna give you some Bachelor terms, and you're going to do your best to describe what they mean in terms of the show.
Okay.
Rose ceremony.
That's sad that I thought about a Pornhub tab.
That's when they make some girl cry. That's what that ceremony is.
The rose ceremony is obviously the ceremony where he hands out the roses.
Which then leads to what?
Oh, someone getting eliminated. It's like Survivor. Only one survives.
One-on-one.
Ooh, a nightcap. Does it mean having sex? One-on-one?
I imagine that's when they get to actually interact with each other one-on-one and pretend like it's a vulnerable moment, even though there's 20 cameras on them.
Group date.
That sounds like some weird TLC show.
Oh, that's like Flavor of Love, when they used to take like 4 girls on one day. I live for that. I live for group date.
I guess that's just where he would pick everyone named Lauren, because there seems to be a lot of them, and they'd all go on the same date, and then he'd pick his favorite, and then she stays, so that it's not confusing for us.
I imagine that's the most awkward situation you could possibly be in. Going on a date with a man, trying to impress him, and knowing that you have to actively compete as you do it.
The right reasons.
The right reasons are obviously when they had sex. She goes back to her girlfriends and is hoping, I hope we did it for the right reasons.
Oh, this is about drama, isn't it? It's either you're there for the right reasons or you are there for the wrong reasons. And it usually probably happens where 2 girls are like standing in the mansion going, why are you here? Kendra, why are you here? I'm actually in love with this man I met yesterday. Why are you here, Kendra? Who used my toothpaste?
The fantasy suite.
Pornhub.
I imagine a fantasy suite is probably like the watered down network television version of like being allowed a conjugal visit.
Oh, I've heard that. The cameras can't go in. I feel like it's like the final level. If this is like a video game, the Bachelor video game, it's like, we got to the fantasy suite.
That's where the boss is.
Yeah, that's where Bowser's waiting.
What do you think about this season's Bachelor, Arie?
I don't know.
He seems regular.
He looks very normal. I want to be careful not to say that in a mean way. I guess that's empowering to men. That we need to see a normal guy be able to get all these beautiful women. It's like, go men.
All the girls are like, oh my God, he's so cute. I don't really see it. I don't know. He's not like smoking hot.
I did watch the moment where he's hanging out with that other couple who has a baby. And like, are you ready for all of this? Even though he's in his mid to late 40s, it looks like he was like, a child? Suddenly the idea of actually having to be a grown-up terrified him. But good luck, girls.
What about the 29 women?
It's 29?
We're 29?
I thought I counted 36.
Oh my God.
That's so many. That's too many.
That's like a classroom. That's ridiculous.
If you ever take a psychology course, they teach you that sometimes having more choices actually hurts you in the end because you feel less satisfied when you do make a choice.
There were a couple of girls who were shaking and almost crying. And I'm just like, honey, you do not need to expend that much insecurity over a man, not in 2018.
They're exactly what I expect women who agree to be on a dating show with 28 other women and one guy to be.
Which is?
Superficial.
Who impressed you the most coming out of the limo?
The girl came out with short hair. Apparently that's a big deal, I guess.
There was like that one in the Mustang, there was the one in the Ferrari.
Why would you choose to come in the limo if you can come in a race car? Can you choose any vehicle? Could I come in a blimp?
I watched every single girl introduce themselves, and he respected one of them. It was the fourth person, CN, he respected. It was the one that gave him the elephant cuffs. That's the only girl that he respected, and it's so unfortunate, and it's only because she came out respectfully, she respected herself.
The girl that came out with the wiener, she said, I'm from Wiener, Louisiana, and I have a gift for ya, okay? I was like, okay. He was like, okay, open your hand.
Oh, I did see the little wiener, and it was like I mean, I saw the clip of the little, no, I saw the clip of her giving a little, there's no way to cut around that, huh? That's in there.
It's a little I hope you don't have one of these. He was like, no, I don't have that. So, okay, perfect, bye.
It's literally like as he's complimenting this woman, like, wow, nice to meet you. You look beautiful.
He stared at every girl's ass as they walked into the house, without fail, all 29.
He was just really rude.
I remember there was like a music break for like when this girl in a red dress came out, I think her name was Crystal, and like the music stopped. That's the producer saying, we gotta focus on these two.
They gave her like the most time. She got out, she said, I hate it. She said, I am a fitness model and hold your heart, okay? Now breathe with me. This is a moment that we'll all remember. Breathe in. You feel that? Yeah. And breathe out. Girl, go in this goddamn house. Who is this?
There was Lauren 1, Lauren 2, Lauren 3, Lauren 4. It was the best part of that episode. You saw Laurens triangulate each other. They were over here, and then another Lauren came, and then, what's your name? Lauren. And then you went to the other Laurens, and they were like, they looked at each other, and then they looked at everyone else, like, did they hear that her name's Lauren too? And then before you know it, there's a fourth Lauren. And the worst part is that they get dumber as they go. So the last Lauren was the nicest Lauren, and had no idea that other Laurens would be a problem. Which really, that's not a problem, but it's a problem.
What would your opening line out of the limo be?
I have very cold hands, and if he had cold hands, I'd probably grab him. And I say, so my mom has this saying that she used to tell me when I was little, and it's manos frías, corazón ardiente. It means cold hands, radiant heart. And I feel your radiant heart right now, and I have one too, so I think this is gonna work. Come find me inside.
Hi there, my name is Noah Grossman. I'm from Woodland Hills, California. I wanna let you know that I am not a fake bitch. I'm honestly here because I would like to get to know you.
Hi. Sorry. I'm hoping it grows back, but I'm not like holding my breath about it. And the dad bod's not going anywhere. Also, yeah, I do own like 7 cat shirts.
The man would open the door for me, right? And I'd go, I came here in a limo! A long car! We got a high limo budget HLB, bitch!
You know, there's only been like 2.5 Asian guys on The Bachelorette in 13 seasons. So I feel like there's a lot of weight onto what I would say. I feel like because the fact that they're already seeing an Asian face, they're gonna be like, oh, that's odd. So I'm gonna try to be as normal as possible. Don't judge me. I'm a regular guy. You know?
Just reacted as if you walked in with like 2 heads.
I know, right? You know what? On that show, it's that weird.
You gotta act like you don't wanna be with him. That's what you do. You act like he's on the show for you. So you spit on his shoes and you walk. That's what I do. Hey, I'm Noah.
Will you keep watching the show this season?
I think I'm going to.
No.
You know what? Because I need to see with my girl that likes to breathe in and breathe out, I want to see where she gonna go.
It's like junk food, and the more you eat it, the more you feel like it just has to be part of your diet.
How long does it take? Because it seems like you gotta weed out a lot of people.
I think you're my connect into it. So I know that like Clevver's gonna have the specific like juicy parts, so I'll be watching like that. And then also I know that you're gonna be talking around the office if something ridiculous happens. Like somehow someone changed their name to Lauren and now there's 5 of them.
Do you understand why it's a lot of people's guilty pleasure?
Yeah, I can tell. Like, it's a good escape. Even if it is fake.
Before I watched it, it sounded like kind of silly, but watching it, you know, there's a lot of drama. And I think, you know, at the core of who we are, everyone wants to find love.
Yes. I can see how it's mainly a female's guilty pleasure. It's kind of like football for men. It's something you can gamble on, get together and get drunk and just watch at people being dumb.
I've heard a lot of reasons. Some people admit they like watching the train crash, so I guess I understand that. I don't know how much of the population is actually watching it like that, and how much of the population is like, oh man, I want to be that. Why can't that be me? You know, and I worry about those people.
ABC, pick me to be the new Bachelor.
ABC, I want you to pick me to be the next Bachelor.
ABC, please pick me to be your first balding, already married bachelor.
ABC, pick me to be your first Asian Bachelor. You need those views. Come on. ABC, American-born Chinese.
ABC, open up your hands. Put it on your chest. You feel that? Pick me to be the Bachelor next time. How do you feel?
ABC, America's Network, you should pick me to be your next Bachelor. Or Bachelorette. I'll do a lot to get on TV.
Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Click right here to watch another one. It's a bunch of guys trying face masks for the first time. Or click here because we also talked about the Me Too and Time's Up movements. And you should really watch it, it's really important. And then you should subscribe by clicking somewhere right here because it would just be really nice personally as a favor to me and keep me employed. Thank you.